Welcome to Kanto Pools. My name is Will. Today we're going to start off with Chaos Rising Booster Bundle. I know that the new Pitch Black set has dropped, but I still love this set. We are trying to master set it. Just quickly though, I would like to show you these two beauties I pulled. We've got the Clefairy IR from Perfect Order, and then we have the Claydol, and that is from Chaos Rising, but it's from the Japanese set. And I just wanted to show those ones. I pulled those off one pack each. I thought that was nice. But yeah, we'll get into the booster bundle. And I just want to quickly say as well that this video is obviously a voiceover. It's just a little bit hard for me to sit and actually record and have the voice at the same time. I have a little daughter that's nearly 6 months old, so it just makes it a little bit hard to do things. So I do apologize if the voiceover style isn't your sort of thing, but that's sort of the best I can do. And so we're going to start with the 6 packs. Obviously, we've got the Greninja, Dragalge, Pyro, Floette, and then another Greninja and a Dragalge. Obviously, all Megas as well. And we'll start with the Dragalge. Now, I am trying to master set Chaos Rising as well, so there will be uploads of that as well. Every pack I pull of Chaos Rising, I will upload. I've opened one pack before I decided, well before I even got the binder, and decided I was actually going to get some Chaos Rising, and I pulled the Greninja EX. Not the good one, I think is number 22, but we have the code card upside down. So let's see if anyone plays the game. And then it's one to the front with Chaos Rising as well. We'll start with the Dark Energy, Mincino. We'll get a Chespin, Stunky, Goomy. And can I just say, I love the arts in these sets. I don't know what it is, but the newer sets, Garbodor, I find the arts a lot more better. And I like the silver trim on the cards as well compared to the older yellow trim that they used to have. Get the special red card, and our first reverse holo is at Esper. And then we move into the Chespin. Beautiful, beautiful card. Beautiful art. I was shaking as I pulled this as well. First pack as well. And then we get the holo chestnut to go with it. And I will go ahead and sleeve it. And then put it into a top loader as well. New pack of sleeves. So we'll quickly open up that one. But yeah, let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the Chaos Rising set. I did want to get into the Pitch Black set, but obviously it's one of those ones that, because it's so new, it doesn't really have a massive market value. A lot of the pricing is still unknown. And so I just kind of want to wait till the hype dies down a little bit, because the prices will be high and then it's going to drop really low and it'll do what it did with Chaos Rising. Like the Gold Greninja started off so expensive and now it's worth like $200 raw. But anyway, we'll get into the second pack. Hopefully we get something good in this one as well. It's been a minute since I've opened Pokemon cards, so mind how long it takes to get into them. I do apologize. But I was also in a bit of a hurry to try and get this done as well. We got the code card as well. Once again, upside down, but anyone that uses it, there you are. And one to the front, and we'll get the water energy. And then we get the Litleo, the Baltoy, Froakie, Metang, Avalugg, Sudowoodo, Roxy's Performance, Skunk Tank, Reverse Holo Goodra, and a Holographic Goodra. So nothing really from that one. So we'll move on to the third pack of the video, the Dragalge pack. And I do like the fact that they've brought out the Megas from X and Y as well, and they've given... I don't like some of the Pokemon they've chosen to give Megas. I don't like Pyro as a Mega, to be honest. I think it looks quite silly, and there's some better fire Pokemon they could have used, but that's fine. Code card once again. But overall, it is a really good set. I do like the newer Mega sets, especially Perfect Order. I do, I do like Perfect Order, but the only reason I'm choosing to do Chaos Rising is because of the Ampharos illustration rare. One of my favorite Pokemon since a kid. Absolutely iconic, and I love the fact that he got a Mega as well. I was so happy when they did that. Obviously, that was an older Mega. Um, yeah, it wasn't new. But yeah, we get the AZ's Tranquility, Reverse Hollow Octillery. I like the reverses as well. It looks really nice. Move into the Bubbly Energy, and we have the special red card. Now, I couldn't tell you if this is an IR, an SIR. I'm, I'm not that good at that sort of stuff. I'm not that knowledgeable. I just like to collect it for a hobby. I love Pokemon. Absolutely love it. Started playing. This is Pokemon Pearl was the first one I started playing on the DS, and then Black and White was the best one they ever released for sure. Black and White, and then it was pretty. I still played it, but I wasn't really the biggest fan of the other Pokemon games. And then they brought out Legends Arceus, and I loved it. And then they brought out Scarlet, and I hated it. I never finished it. And then they brought out ZA, and I love it. I love the mechanics of catching Pokemon and fighting and all. It is a bit of a slower game, and that does annoy me a little bit, but phenomenal, 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 phenomenal game. And we'll move on to the next pack. Sorry about the rambling, but I can't wait for my daughter to like be at that age where she can sort of like understand and be able to watch Pokemon with me and get into the hobby and like the games, you know, and be able to play it on the DS and go through the originals. I want to get her a Game Boy so that she can play the originals, because it's such an iconic game. Well, it's more of a brand at this point, the Pokemon brand. And we get the Golbat, the Bergmite, Espera, Delibird, special red card, Claydol, reverse hollow Deoxys, reverse hollow Deoxys, and we get the Delphox holographic. Now, the one thing I will say, well, I'll say a lot of things, but another thing I will say about this set is I don't like how many Deoxys cards there are in this set, because I think there's 3 or 4 different forms of Deoxys cards, and then obviously you get the reverse hollow and the common variant as well. Yeah, it's not my favorite Pokemon. Not a fan. Don't understand why it's there, but code card, and obviously we'll go one to the front. I have a sip of coffee. Psychic Energy. We get another Weedle, another Golbat, Bergmite, another Esper, another Skuntank, a Meowstic, Emma, reverse hollow Ho-Oh, reverse hollow Patrat. I like how they've got the ZA City, and a Crocodile AX. Man, that's a gorgeous card. I love the star sparkles in it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, as I sleeve it and put it in top loader, you will have probably noticed that they're not tapped into the top loader properly. That was just purely because I did not want to wake up my daughter, so they are all done and they're all put away safely. It was literally there for 5 minutes, and then I went into another room where I could bang it on the table and put it in properly. I just didn't want to wake up my daughter because I'm in the room next door to her while she was asleep. But with that being said, we will move into the last pack. Now, I don't know about you guys, but so far, 3 packs out of the 6 have had a hit. I feel like that's pretty good. I did end up I got this booster bundle for $60. This booster pack bundle for $60 off Facebook Marketplace, and which I thought was pretty good because they're usually like $65, which like yes, only $5 off. But a lot of the local shops and stuff have limits on how many packs that you can buy, due to scalpers and stuff, and you can't get a lot of the booster packs and the bundles and stuff like that as easily available because it's all getting scalped and sold on eBay and Facebook and what have you. So I did what I could to get it, and I found one on Facebook Marketplace, and he was more than happy to give it to me, and it turned out to be alright as we pull nothing in this one, and I double check the Xerneas to make sure there's nothing underneath it. But I think all in all that's a pretty good $60 spent. Yeah, the cards are beautiful. I've never pulled a trainer full art like that before, so I think that was $60 well spent. The Crocodile EX, one of my favorite Pokemon. I love the Star Sparkles. It's such a gorgeous card. I know it's not worth much, but that doesn't bother me. Oh, it's gorgeous. And then the Chespin, the main event, the winner. Beautiful, beautiful card. It actually looks pretty good in terms of condition. Obviously, I'm not a massive expert and stuff, but I've done decent when it comes to grading some cards, and getting some graded cards, and that does look pretty good. And special card, special red card, I have no idea. I don't really know what to look for when it comes to trainer cards and things like that, and the centering of the front of those things. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, let me know, and I'll be sure to do more.